Hey everybody, how we doing? Out here with the little guys. Just got done doing chores. Everybody's out checking the hay. I've got them out in the pasture full time, but I'll get them a little hay in the evening. Yeah, I mowed the weeds off. I mowed the pastures off. So hopefully a little bit easier. I should mow this down a little farther, but it was so tall the first time I figured, hey, they're okay with it. All right, so what are we gonna do this week? We're going to talk worming. Yeah, we're going to worm. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to worming, there are probably about as many of opinions as what you should do as there are wormers to use. Do you have a regular schedule? Do you once a year, twice a year? Do you never worm? Do you only worm when you find somebody's got worms? Do you use all natural wormers, no commercial applications of any kind? Like I said, there are so many different opinions about that. So which is the right one? Well, if you watch my videos, you know me, the right one is the one you use for you. Everybody has to make the decision of what they're going to do, how they're going to do it. What's right for me is not necessarily right for you, and what's right for you isn't necessarily what's right for me. Different parts of the country can have a lot of effect too when it gets down to it. So today, I'm going to worm the ewes. I try to do once a year, and I like to do it before breeding. There's a lot of people like when they're bred, but before they lamb, they like to put wormer. And if you're wondering what's going on, he's playing. You got to make enough noise while I'm trying to do a video? Yeah, okay. Anyway, some people like to wait until before they lamb and then worm just before then. Though if you do that, do not use valbazen. You do not give valbazen to pregnant ewes. I don't like to mess with them when they're pregnant. When they're bred, I don't like to do anything with them that's different. I'm going to do my worming now, because if anybody's a little thin, or if anybody's got some worms and can use them to be cleaned out so they can put on some weight, I want them to put it on now before I put the rams in a couple months. I want everybody in a really good shape when I put the rams in. So that's why I'm going to do it now. What am I going to do? They had valbazen once before. I did the ewes when I was doing the lambs. I like to do the lambs with valbazen because valbazen works pretty good for tapeworms. But I've been reading a lot, and there's a lot of people now talking about the better thing to do is hit them with two wormers at the same time. Two that work for different stuff, all right? And a lot of times you have your clear wormers and your white wormers. They're kind of broken down into doing it that way too. You don't mix them, but you can give them the same wormer at the exact same time. So what we're going to do today is I've decided I got some prohibit. I'm going to give them prohibit, and I'm going to give them valbazen. That's the two. I have not given prohibit. I had the two that were sick here last winter, and I was able to get a little. My daughter got some. I borrowed some from her and gave them some prohibit. But as far as everybody, I haven't used prohibit for probably 3 years. I've used Cydectin and the valbazen. So I thought, well, this is a good time to come back. Let's come back with prohibit. I found some. I got a packet of prohibit. So that's what I'm going to use. And while we're on the subject of that, I try to save a little money if I can. All right? We all need to save a little. Overhead are a thing. Save a little money. If you looked at what a bottle of Cydectin costs nowadays, I thought, oh my goodness, and valbazen's not cheap either. Prohibit isn't really that cheap to begin with, but when I'm sitting here with 11 ewes, 4 little rams and 2 big rams, and if I worm once a year, how long is a jug of Cydectin going to last me? It'll last me for years. The problem is the expiration date is going to catch up before I can use the whole bottle up. And it's almost the same thing with valbazen. Now, prohibit. I purchased a pack of prohibit, which is powder, and you mix with water. I took a very accurate little scale that does ounces, grains, grams, and all that stuff. And I split that packet into 4 individual packets or the deals that all weigh exactly the same. So I have it split 4 ways. I put those, each one back into a baggie. I labeled them, and I put them back in the Prohibit package. So they're all back where they were. But now I will pull out one of those baggies, mix it with the appropriate amount of water, and mix that up, and I now have enough Prohibit wormer to do my ewes and all the rams. And I'll still have some left over. But that's good for this year. By the time I'm going to go next year, if I got it mixed in water, you got to throw it away. It doesn't last that long. Once you mix it with water, you only get a few months. But a year from today, I can pull another one of those little packets out, mix it with water, and I'll have it again. So if you want to save a little bit, that's the way I've been doing my Prohibit. Split it 4 ways, works for me. Kind of figure out how many sheep you got. Maybe you just want to split it in half for you, something like that. And while we're on that subject, one other thing. I have found 2 places, watching YouTube videos, people that are on YouTube have charts they put out on worming charts for sheep or goats and sheep. And it said, here's a chart, all the wormers, all the doses, all the weights, all in one spot. And I've gotten both of those charts from those 2 individuals that they've given out. If you have those, I want you to take a really close look at them. If I'm talking about Cydectin, I'm talking about Valbazen, it doesn't make any difference. I looked at the chart, and the chart says exactly the same thing that the bottle says. But I did notice on Prohibit, and it doesn't really state it anywhere in there. It talks about what you're doing, but it doesn't really give you this warning, all right? And basically what it amounts to is, I looked at the chart, and the chart had you given twice as much Prohibit as the package says. And I thought, that can't be right. And I mean, I've seen people talk about, well, what's on the package is just maintenance. You know, if they got it, you got to give them more. I've seen that, I says, is this what this chart's about? But then I looked a little closer. If you read the packet of Prohibit, you mix an entire packet with 17.5 ounces of water. In this chart, way down the bottom in the fine print, they mix the packet with 1 quart, which is 32 ounces. Now I see why they doubled it. So the chart shows double the amount to give them, but if you give them, use the amount of water that's on the Prohibit package and then use this chart and double it up, you're giving them twice as much as you should. All right, so if you've seen these charts through YouTube or somewhere and seen charts about this stuff, here's all the various wormers and here's all the dosages, read the fine print at the bottom, take another look. Because I will tell you, I know for sure on Prohibit, they're saying 32 ounces of water instead of 17.5. And to me, that's why they've doubled it up. They've got to, they diluted it more. All right, so there's my tip for the day. Take a look at them. All right, fed all of everybody a little bit ago. The girls are eating a little bit of hay. And I'm gonna go in, gonna get some supper a little bit. My daughter's gonna come down. I don't know if her husband will come too, my son-in-law comes, or just my daughter, but we're gonna run these in, and we are gonna give them Prohibit and Valbazen. We'll do that in a little bit.
You grab this white one.
All right.
Maybe. Come on.
Okay, get ready for a bad reaction.
They don't like to Prohibit.
No, normally. That's not too bad. Yeah, that one looks good.
What's that?
That one looks good.
I'll grab that one. Let's get the jumper. Ah! This is the jumper, so we're going to get rid of it because this one likes to jump.
You're furry.
Yeah, that's why we're going to make sure to check her, see if that's why she's furry. No, that's
No,
right.
she's very pink.
She just doesn't like to get rid of it, does she? Well, we'll see. I could put you on a list. We'll see.
Do they have anything to rub their back on out there?
No, but she's the only one. Everybody else is fine. I mean, they got all kind of fences. Nothing for their back.
Got extra ribs.
That's Dubs.
This one's a little pale, Dad.
Little pale on that one?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Nothing like extreme.
No. Just paler than the others.
Oh, you don't like that, do you?
Yeah, that's icky stuff. Ah.
There you go.
Oh, they're still licking their lips out here. Not you, Tammy.
It looked like you were bringing all of them with you.
Thought they might all come.
That's good.
There was a time, I thought it was just me, I thought maybe I'd turn 3 of them in here.
Yeah.
Just grab, so I have to drag each one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yucky.
But here, we wanted to time it. They'll take but a few minutes and don't take long to do 11 of them. Now the black one, white face with the horns. Back there. That's the last little one. Then we're going to up the dosage for the rest of them. That's Boo Boo's.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes. Boo Boo's daughter. Boo Boo and Blackie.
That part makes sense. Calm down.
Looks good too.
She got mini curls. Oh, goodness.
Mini curl, huh?
Yeah. It was super loose and it kind of looks like it's backwards, but it's still cool.
All right, now let's move up to extra 50 pounds. I think we'll call the rest of these 100 and a half. They're all pretty big. So that means 6. You just take the validation to 4, I guess, huh?
Yep.
6 and 4. That's probably the thinnest of the bunch. See what she looks like.
No, she's not bad.
Good. All right, here comes Zicky stuff. Brownie's half sister.
Yep. Brownie.
Same mother, different
Yeah.
father.
Tombstone?
Hey, you wanna open that? Let me out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
You're right. We got him. Oh, Mitch took the big one. Blackie.
I've done this before.
I don't know, that might be a 200 pounder, huh?
Yeah. She ain't light, I promise you that.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody's looking good, so it's not like we're treating for one that has worms. So far everybody's good. Come on, Bubba.
She says, no thank you.
How'd she look?
Good.
Did she? Okay. Good stuff, huh? Good stuff. Yeah.
She got a little foam going there. You really don't like it.
Now she don't.
Alright, who's next?
All right. Tammy's next. We'll check her teeth, huh?
Did we want to do her last?
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just wanted to. Like I said, she doesn't eat grain anymore, but she's still. Look how, I mean, she's good shape.
Just little fronts.
Yeah. Oh, they're good back there, I feel.
Okay.
Maybe she just don't like it.
She's a little pale.
Little pale. That's good. She eats everything else, just she doesn't come eat grain anymore. She all of a sudden quit about 10 days ago. But body-wise.
Swallow it.
She looks
There you
good.
go. Come on.
Fat and sassy she's ever been.
Yeah.
I guess she figures I don't need grain.
Just might like the grass better.
It's not like they're getting much. They're getting that much in a 3-pound coffee can for 11 of them. So.
Oh, Hershey.
Callie.
Oh.
Callie. There's
This
no
is
Hershey.
Hershey. You sold Hershey?
Hershey died, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Had the coxie.
Oops. Not bad.
We got a good looking replacement.
Long shot sister.
Come on, I know. You're I can try. Don't take me.
Probably shouldn't have left her for last, I think. I sure would probably got her. He's working on floor. There he got her. Brownie doesn't. Brownie says, I don't need to do this stuff.
Hi, Brownie.
You just took it like a shot, bro. Like a champ.
Look good?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Just swallow it. Swallow it.
Growth.
And that's it. We're done. That's fast. That was quick. Well, there we go, guys. That was fast, nice and easy. They are done, and they're already way over the hill. They said, get us as far away from him as we can. Looking good, though. We checked eyes on all of them, and a couple of them were a little lighter, but they really weren't what you would call pale. So I'd say we're in good shape on all of them. So good shape there. They've been done for the year. The rams we'll do in October when we bring them in to put them with ewes. That's when I'll do the rams. These guys, they've had Valbazen, but what I'm thinking of doing, probably I could give them prohibit. That's about all they need now. We might see when I come down here. Let's come over here and show you. When I come in and feed them every night, and there's a feed trough, I can stand there at the feed trough, and everybody's going to come right up there and grab something to eat with me standing there. I may just put the syringe in the back pocket, drop feed in, and when one's standing there, I may just grab him by a horn quick and grab him and hit him. I'm probably only going to get one a night. I'm not going to get 2 of them, but I can get 1 each night, and maybe after 4 nights, I'll have all 4 of them. We'll see. We might try that. I don't know. Either that or we'll bring them in later and do them. No big hurry on those guys. They can have it at any time. So that's all I got for this week, guys. We'll see what comes up. Maybe something next week or the week after. Kind of a slow time of the year. So, but I got a couple ideas of something. See you next time.